It's all about what?
SOPs.
Yeah. Playbooks. Which is interesting that we happen to be in that particular chapter at this particular time with what we've put on our target list for November to be done with our job descriptions by Thanksgiving, which then will lead us into creating SOPs for each one of those little job description things that we got listed on our tasks. So I thought it was kind of interesting to me that his version of buy back his time was to have a trainee ride with him for 6 hours in the car, taking notes on a laptop hooked up to a server in the back seat. Because I was like, on one hand, okay, that makes sense. On the other hand, it's like, dude, that's 5 hours. Times 2, that's 10 hours. Like, the flight would have been faster, but he had a different purpose and a different motive then, right?
It was a long time. 10, 15
years. Yeah. He was just learning how to buy back his time. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, one way to solve it, right? It's like, I need a laptop. Oh, I need a server. All right, mobile laptop server coming up. All right, so building playbooks. The purpose: create systems that remove you as the bottleneck. The bottleneck. That's a great term. That's the term I used back in the Granite days to describe myself. It's like, I don't want to be that bottleneck, right? So all decisions must go through me. And then pretty soon, nothing ever happens, right? Use the camcorder method. Record yourself doing a task. Nowadays, I believe it would call the cell phone method. I don't think anybody has it. Does anybody have a camcorder anymore? Do they even exist?
It's in storage.
Yeah. Like if you went to Fry's, or no, Fry's doesn't exist anymore. You went to Amazon, could you find a camcorder on Amazon?
I think most cameras are camcorders now too. So if you're gonna buy like a Nikon or a Canon, it's a camera too.
Yeah.
You're right.
See?
Yeah.
That's why you see like those photo guys like sitting there with their gimbal thing.
Yeah.
They're like taking video.
Yeah. So that was the other thing you mentioned, right? It was about how technology changes. And one of the hangups for a lot of people is they remember how long it took you to put that fucking thing together for rental essentials?
A long time.
Right?
Where is that? That thing.
Where would I find that?
It's probably on the Google Drive.
I think it is, yeah.
So before she discovered Scribe, I made a manual on how to use Sean's equipment rental software, and it was being in Rental Essentials, snipping,
screenshot,
paste. So using the snipping tool, pasting into Bluebeam, flattening, then marking that up with arrows and text boxes, and then creating a table of contents. And every time I inserted a page, I had to like.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot. It took me, I think I spent a week or two on that thing. Yeah. And it was like.
I think you said it was like 44 hours of work just to.
Yeah, it was super awesome. But that's one of the hangups some people have with doing them is it takes a lot of energy to do it. And then the technology changes. You're like, oh, well, can't use that anymore.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, why he says try not to overcomplicate the first pass, I guess maybe is what you call it. Like just record yourself doing it. Because I mean, we could change all of our technology tomorrow and make another recording and essentially it's done. Then hand it off to Sandy and she can put it in the manual, right?
Yeah, I think me making that manual might have been the motivation for you guys to find something. Right. There's gotta be a way.
There's gotta be a better way.
I think you're right.
Because after I finished it, you found Scribe and I was like, oh my God, this is so much easier. Cool.
And then we found Loom, and then we were like, okay, let's combine the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Still kind of cracks me up that we have to use two different programs to do that one thing.
You know, Scribe just released something, and I haven't looked into it, but it might be video. Did you look in?
No, but I remember you talking
Yeah.
about it.
See?
It was released on the 7th, and I forgot to follow up. But yeah.
The scribing while you loom thing, I don't know about that whole, it gets a little wild.
It
when-
works, but my computer crashes.
It's too
But
much. I think
Izzy
at
was
once.
able
It's
to
a
do
lot.
it, and she did a couple.
mine slows down. I'm trying to do both at once.
Because it's like trying to record two things at the same time, and then two different things the computer figures out.
It's freaky. All right. Well, duly noted. Hopefully Scribe fixes that problem by creating one program to do both.
If they don't, we have to hit them up and be like, hey, we got an idea for you.
Yeah. All right. So camcorder method, that's the easiest one. Build with the 4 C's, capture the process, document the steps, how often is it getting done, and create a checklist, right? And what's the outcome? Consistent results, faster training, empowered team, and more time for high value work. So part of at least our internal drive to get these things done is to free us up to do other things, right? So I don't know that there's a whole lot for us to discuss on this since we're already doing it. But
I think
anybody?
what we can be doing is at least keeping a list of things that we want to loom and scribe later, and then having, like, creating the table of contents before we build the content. So that, because I've noticed in doing some of the looms, you look back and they're kind of all over the place, and it's like, okay, we should have a roadmap of where we want to take this person on a journey to. It's like planning a trip. Like,
Yeah.
How are they going to go? You could put a dot here and a dot here across Europe, but how are they going to get there? You got to connect the dots, and you're going to take the gondola through Venice and jump on the bus here, and then hike over these mountains, and then get on this.
Yeah, so basically organizing all the content, right? Making it accessible.
Yeah, having
Or-
a plan, at least
Okay.
a roadmap first, or at least starting to think about it.
So you're saying before even recording the loom or the scribe, kind of have a plan of what am I going to record and why?
Well, I think you could start creating the looms, and then it'll start to make your mind go, oh, I need this and this. I think we should all dive in and start doing it, and then it'll get your brain working. That's what happened to me. Maybe that's just how my head works, but I started creating some, and then I was like, oh, we need to explain this and this and this.
Yeah.
Because when you finish recording, you're like, oh, I think I missed this part. Then you have to go back.
Yeah, and biting off small pieces of it, you can put a lot into one video, and it might be, I don't know. I
Sometimes.
think there's a strategy to it.
They say to keep it 5 to 7 minutes or steps,
Yeah,
and that can be really hard. But
even 5 to 7 minutes seems. I
Long.
mean,
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it should take
I
like
think it's 5 to 7
as
steps.
steps, yeah.
2 to
2
3
to 3
minutes.
seems reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, any more than that, people are going to kind of check out.
Well, because you're not going to remember. I mean, you're teaching them something completely new, and you want to give them a chance to go and do it.
So I think our strategy was to start documenting the things, and then Sandy was working on organizing it and putting it. I mean, eventually, we wanted to put it on the portal.
The
The
portal.
website, right?
The portal, yeah.
Right now, I have them separated by project management, by estimating, by whatever is HR stuff. That's how I have them grouped out, like by department, kind of, just so it's easier for whoever's looking for something in project management. They can just go in the project management file and look, and you put it if you want.
Is that the
Where
staff
is it?
portal?
It's in Loom.
All right.
And then there's
Why don't
also
Why don't you plug in
in
and show us?
the
Oh, wait, we're in book club.
I know, but, you know,
Well, we don't have anybody else, here,
it's just
right?
us, so we might as well make
Oh,
use
but
of it.
To make this all about me.
Oh, you post this?
I post these on.
All right, well, so this is book club in action.
I mean, I can skip it
It's all about me today,
or cut
guys.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
You like
this
to be the
is,
center of attention.
I honestly don't know. You're right. We're showing the book in action.
this is what we're doing
This is
today.
what we do.
All right,
Thank
would
you,
you
Jared.
toggle number 4?
I keep a list in my book of, I'm like, oh, SOP, this, like one just came up with yesterday, it became apparent, like, oh, how does someone create a job in Project Site? What do they need to turn on? Because when you create this job, there's things that Tim told me, you want to turn these on or else auto weather won't populate in the daily logs. So
Got it.
it's a start and an end date. That's all it is. And
Yeah.
that lets you do that. He said, they don't teach you this, but that's what has to happen. Okay, that's awesome. There's
Yeah.
a lot of little secrets.
Well, yeah, they didn't really, I mean, there was no real teaching time ever spent with them. It was like, oh, just here you go. Here's your new program.
He told me
Yeah.
Mark's a really good trainer, and he asked how much time we bought with him, and I was like, I don't know. We had like 2 meetings with him, and he's like, well, that's what you guys paid for. Is if you only had 2 hours or whatever,
Yeah.
then that's not enough time. So he made it our fault.
For what program?
Project Site.
Well,
I was like, he showed us how to put our picture in our avatar and like change our name, but we didn't get into any of this. Really? Yeah, no. Not at all.
and to me, that's all their fault because they should have told us, like, hey,
Yeah.
you're going to need more of
You need
this. We'd like to, here's the things in the order that you should learn this in, and here's what it will take to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
So
They should have told us
it's still
it's
all
a-
their fault.
It's a 30-hour implementation,
Right.
which is really what it is. It sounds like
Yeah.
20 to 30 hours.
All right, so this is Sandy's.
Let
And
me
this
share my
is-
screen with, this.
This is in Loom or in Scribe?
In Loom.
In Loom. Got it. See, I didn't even know this existed.
So here I have the estimating SOPs that are all Jared. There you go. Here.
Yeah, Jared.
Oh, look at that. Boom, boom, boom.
6 pages.
Two
of those are
Two of
Aaron's.
yours, Aaron's. And then if we go back, project management.
So these are searchable, right?
Searchable, yes.
So
You can
that's
always
awesome.
search them up here
Okay.
by the titles.
Did we have to give access?
To
Okay.
Sandy, yes. So, and then here are the admin SOPs. Here I have Gmail, mastering email management, Google Calendar, overview of OneDrive, share editing privileges on Loom, all this stuff. And then here are some ClickFunnels videos that, in my opinion, are completely useless right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we don't do
But
ClickFunnels anymore.
But I can't delete these on my own, so I had to put them somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, is it because Izzy has to?
Yeah, he has to give me access to.
But I don't think he's on Loom at all.
We could probably unshare ourselves from it.
And then these I have to categorize them.
All
This
right.
one goes into.
None of mine were more like,
Oh, those
What
movie
Heather
faces?
don't-
does.
I don't see yours or his. I think you guys have to share it with some
Okay.
big rating.
I have a lot.
I'm gonna go
but
into your account and do it today.
it's mostly QuickBooks and.
Yeah,
Cool.
but
All right,
those are
so,
good because then I can throw them into the admin SOPs.
all right.
And then all of this, I also attempted to transfer it to our OneDrive, South Bay Grading.
That was my next question. That's awesome.
I think I did HR and then SOPs. Did I throw them in here or did I not? Yep, I did not. But later on, I shall create
So
a
we have
folder
the
for
I think I have some
project
scribes
management,
in there.
estimating.
In that folder.
Let's go to this SOP folder, and I think in business we have a processes folder. has much for us at least in that.
probably the same. They should probably be combined.
In the where?
I think it's business and businesses political processes. There you go.
Jared has a lot of checklists in there, I think. He created some good ones.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in
Oh,
here.
wow, look at all. Toll Brothers billing checklist.
Oh, these
Foreman's
are-
packet.
I think that's like 4 or 6 months ago, back when Myra was still working here.
Yeah.
This was where we were supposed to be like, yeah, here's where you store your weekly SOP. But that ended up happening.
Yeah. All right. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to do. It's awesome.
There's gonna be like a reconciling of all this stuff where we go through and we look at it and then we identify holes and we go, okay, we should go through it and we can build a skeleton off what we have. Maybe we combine the processes and but then we come up with, okay, so we need one from Jared on whatever. We need Aaron, you need to hit these two.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
That should be
So I'm in two minds on it. On the one hand, I agree with you. Having like a nice scripted, well put together video puts out a nice, well put together end product.
Yeah.
And ideally, that's what we're shooting for. I think the struggle I've been running into is stopping whatever I'm doing to slow down to once identify what I'm doing, write the script, find a good example of what I want to script out, and then walk through it in a coherent manner to loom it. What I like about what he's doing in the book is that he's describing it as you don't necessarily care about putting together a script. You just throw up the camcorder on whatever you're doing and carry on about your day.
I'm not saying write a script at all.
Can I add to that?
But
Okay, no.
sorry, I'm still in the middle of thanks. Sorry.
No, I get it.
What would then need to happen afterwards is some sort of editing process.
That's
at
what
the
I'm
end,
talking
and
about.
going through at the end and cleaning up what you've recorded.
Yeah. All I'm talking about is looking back at what we've done and going, okay, we need a video on this, this, and this. After I agree, make the videos. I'm in the same boat where I'm like, fuck, I want to make this video. I'm trying to rush to the next thing. I think we're all going to be in that boat for sure. But what I'm saying is, will we create them like Sean wants to do? Just create what we can, then go back and look at what we did and go, okay, let's do one on maybe you glossed over, maybe I glossed over how to create a job. Aaron, show how to create a project site job. Show how to add a contact. We'll figure out more SOPs when we look back at what we've done. But we'll at least we'll have nodes that we can attach to and start to build this like an idea of where we want to go with it. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, 100%. I think, and that's what Dan's describing. He says just shoot you doing it and then either go back to it later or pass it on to somebody
That's it.
to
That's what I was
then
gonna say.
detail it out, right?
We
You
can
hand
chop
it off.
these up too, right?
Yeah.
They can get chopped up in
Yeah.
multiple
Yeah.
videos.
We can always edit them on Loom itself, and then whenever we're doing the or a long pause, it cuts it out automatically. Go for it now, listen.
Well,
So for you guys, if Loom, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dan Martell addressed both of what you guys were saying, and he said he gives it to the new hire and he makes it theirs. Said you learn this and then you create.
Playbook.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys then do need to sit with that person to make sure you
Understood.
understand it, and you're going to review because you're
Yeah.
going to have to sit with them. So it will get edited, but you're putting it in their hands, and then you see.
Yeah.
I misunderstood that. I thought he was saying that he has his new hire come on, record it, and then reviews the final product with them. I didn't realize that they were editing his recording.
Yeah, he's basically just like down and dirty, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing it, and then the person who he then is going to hand that off to, the first job they have is take this and document the process, and then review. I'll now review that to go, oh shit, I missed this, or I forgot about that. Right.
So there's a rough draft, then a refined product.
Yeah, and it's always going to evolve, right? So I don't know for you guys if Loom is cumbersome and in the way, or because we've got the stands. You guys can, if you want to just shoot it on your phone, send it to Sandy, or if you want to do the looms. I mean, I don't use the loom a lot, so I don't know if it's problematic.
Loom's not problematic for me. Loom and Scribe, the thing that I see is having them both at the same time. You have to attach them together, and then I don't know that that's the best way to do it, and it doesn't work that good when I have them both.
Okay.
But Loom's fine.
Yeah.
It glitches, but yeah, I would say Loom is,
Yeah, Loom's the way to go, and then maybe based on the Loom, somebody does a Scribe on it later.
Yeah, I think that there's times where Scribe is better, where you really need to show exactly what you're clicking on, and it does the little highlights on where you're clicking. Or maybe there's a Scribe that's created as a result of a Loom question. It's like, okay, well,
there is like an international library on Scribe that the majority of people like Microsoft or somebody allows everybody to access it and search your problem, and you could get 50 responses from other people already addressing it.
damn, look at Allison's 63 scribes.
63 scribes.
It's a lot.
Yeah, 2.
It's a lot of scribing. It's a lot of scribing. All right. Well, I think even though this was book club, I think that was a very beneficial discussion for us to have. I had it in my head that at some point this week we wanted to sit down and do a check-in on everybody's job descriptions, right? When do you think we should schedule that time?
Me?
Yeah.
Friday.
Do Friday?
Friday's the best.
Okay.
Or we do it right after the meeting tomorrow.
After the 10X call?
No, before that. Because it would have to be, I got a project site meeting after the 10X call with Tim. So I have like from 8 to 9, but we're gonna do a 2-hour meeting, right?
It's probably gonna take.
Friday would be the best day.
Yeah, let's put it in the books for Friday at 9:30.
Or this afternoon.
Heather will be here.
Is this for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be good to get out in front of it a little bit and just maybe we do 1 hour today and hour on Friday.
Okay.
Give everyone a chance to retreat and think, and then come back on Friday with.
Okay. Let's
2-hour meetings are kind of brutal.
Yeah. Let's do 2 p.m. today for an hour, and then we'll do tomorrow or on Friday rather at just do 9 o'clock.
So that's everyone plus Heather, right?
Everyone plus Heather. All right. Any other book club stuff before I turn off this recording? You good? All right.